Hello everyone, Alphawisdom here, Mystic Cassandria. We're talking about the lifeline and continuing to show the lifeline, how the lifeline may appear in a palm. Could be your palm or someone's palm you've looked at. All right, so let's get started. I have 3 illustrations for you, and let's see what we have today. The first one, as you can see, we're focusing on the passive hand, which we haven't done that much of, okay? You've got the lines here, scanning the heart line, little disruption there, but we're focusing here, and this says lifeline with missing baseline. What's that mean? You see it stops about here. You can't see the curve. There's nothing that indicates a curve there. So that is your baseline. Now there's skin here, of course, and you see lines coming up. That's always a good sign. All right, but here is the lifeline. Stops here. It's strong, but it stops here. And the reason given, family changes. Changes in the family. Something has occurred that had perhaps a profound effect on the person with this hand. All right, so when this happens, when you see something like this, it's because the family has uprooted from or changed their cultures. Uprooted could be moving to another town, moving to an area where they have to make a huge adjustment. And that sounds normal, but everything that happens in our lives will affect us. It's very common on first-generation immigrants and children of highly mobile or unstable parents. Someone with the missing base section finds it hard to feel stable and rooted. That's been going on since the beginning of time, but we didn't see a connection between how it might affect a person and show that in the hand. So that's just what's happening there. So you don't have to be an immigrant. It could be someone who is young. It usually starts in an earlier age, and as they grow up, they still remember how it used to be, and they kind of want to go back. Well, this will show in the palm. There are many examples, but this is the one I have for you today. All right, let's go on to the next one. All right, it says here, lifeline high set, meaning it starts close near the base of the index finger, close to the base of the index finger. This is common. You sort of look at it and you don't look at it. You don't know it. You don't focus on it. So when it begins high, it says here, it shows an ambitious, striving nature. Particularly if there are little lines shooting upward from it. If you see little lines shooting up from the lifeline, I didn't include any lines here. But when you see lines up, it's always positive. Remember that. All right, let's take a look at some photos of this. All right, here is high set. High set, meaning it's pretty close. Look at the space between this and this. That is high set. All right, and looking very closely, I don't see any lines. Let's take a look at, I think I have another example here. Yes. Okay, active hand, all the lines. All right, here it is. It starts here and comes here and so on. Okay. There's swoops going up. So yes, these are lines. The lines, depending on what direction they're coming from, if the line is straight, you see the lines going up. But in this case, it's curved. So they're going up, but there's always a curve in the going up. So yes, plenty here. All right. And let's take an example of the last one. This says, an example of a lifeline sweeping well out into the center of the palm. Now, normally, when the line comes up, it usually starts the curve below the middle finger, okay? But when it goes out, and we can put a measurement where the outer part is under the ring finger, that's a way of gauging, is this sweeping to the center or not? Let's take a look at some examples. And I want to point out before we leave, it says shows abundance and vitality. Remember, Lifeline deals with vitality. All right, here's an example. This is similar to what we were talking about before. Here's a lifeline starting here. And here's one coming up from around here, sweeping. So it's like a double lifeline. But look how this sweeps out if we just bring it down. See the end? If we did a sweep here, you see how much you have more here? That's a way of telling. That's the method that I use, okay? Because sometimes things are so close, you can't gauge, is it what I'm looking for or is it far in a distance away, okay? So that is the lifeline. All right, so that's what I have for you today. And the next time we will bring in the remaining examples I have for you. Well, I hope you're understanding this and liking it. Give a thumbs up, don't forget that, and subscribe and share. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Love and light. Bye.